if we have the A team here tonight for Hammer Time, then they are generally expected to perform rather well. The B team, you see weird strats like those IS-6s on mines. Remember that? I think that was one of the days when you didn't have the starters all there.
And yet it worked.
Yeah.
And yet it worked for that one battle. Didn't work for the series. They lost the series, but it worked for that one battle.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was against the Cunninghams.
Hammertime
was able to accomplish that.
I think you're right. Yeah. And now we're back in the training room. Looks like we got to reconnect now. Start the battle as soon as we can. But Ruinberg being the first map in these two teams, the North will be Hammertime. The South will be #RU. I'm worried about Hammertime's ability to defend against the aggression of #RU, but a little bit relieved for #RU that they got that side of the map, which is going to allow them to deny that southwest defensive position to Hammertime. If you follow.
I do.
Yeah.
Denying is only half the battle, though, sometimes, and you have to look out for those potential flanks happening in the west. Okay. Battle has started. #RU versus Hammertime, the decider match. The winner moves on to the finals. The loser is out of the tournament. Rukill, let's look at tanks once again.
All right. 2 AMX 5100s, 2 IS-3s, a 1390, 2 T1 Cunninghams. That's #RU, the red team in the south. Hammertime, 3 AMX 5100s, an IS-3, 1390, 2 T1s. That are the blue team in the north. And with a lineup like this, watching for scout runs right at the beginning, expected at the very least from Hammertime, #RU looks like they're going to actually send Godzilla mode in the opposite direction, down to the southwest. And this could be a one-line push, or I'm about to witness #RU do a southwest camp. Don't do that to me. They're going to do that to me. They're going to do it.
South camp.
Southwest camp. Toplum in a traditional T1 passive bush. No surprises there. Valera Desolator, we've seen this before. Game is rigged. We've seen this before. Young Money, Cash Money, waiting around a corner instead of perhaps in the keyhole position. That's fine. And Master Poot sitting, watching through not one, but 2 keyhole positions. It's a very thin angle for him to try and fire through. But I mean, it's still something, right?
Indeed. Yeah. NYPD pushing through. Drynet's taking the lead on this. NYPD right behind.
Now, when will Hammertime recognize this is the southwest camp? That's the biggest question. When they figure that answer out, you will notice an insane shift. They will go to the northwest. And when you see that, Hammertime knows. Otherwise, they would not push to the northwest. They would keep their positions in the east. So keep track of time. It's taken them... We'll give them a minute of time.
Of course.
You know, off the clock. But from about now is the time when they begin figuring it out. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Just the expectations. Any of these scouting runs that happen, Krieg or Drynets, when they reach these positions this far south and go, there's nothing in the Delta Village. There's no pushes or fires or blind fire coming from the south. They're not in this half of the map. We have to make a decision now. Do we move from the Delta Village? Do we move from cover to overtake the rest of the map? Or do we hang back and wait for #RU? Do we play the patient game? And that's the difference between these two teams is positions right now. They can still both play the patient game on both sides.
They very well can. I'm waiting to see if there's going to be blind fire. Remember when Fnatic, I think it was Friction, was in the position currently held, I think, very close by to NYPD, if we go and jump to him. But if we jump to NYPD, we'll see he's very close to where Friction was, and he was able to take out a T1 in a position in one of these bushes. We spent a few minutes trying to find that T1 position. Turns out I was just blind and it was one in one of the bushes. Of course, if you look at it, you can't even see Toplum's tank, right? Little T1 right there. I'd have to go underneath in order to find it.
Taking a look at Overlord Prime. Just checking out these billboards, my man. Billboard number 4.
What's it advertising?
Tanks!
Yeah!
For Gaming League. Only the observer counts we are on will see this. The players do not see this.
It's kind of funny when they run into one and they don't see it. Nothing happens to them, but we watch a tank be in the middle of one.
Yep.
Like on the mines one. See that?
Yeah, Overlord Prime still holding the F crossroads section, the 6th line. We'll see no tanks whatsoever. Checking in with NYPD. And Drynet's still holding the 0 line, waiting for any type of #RU tank to show their hole, but nothing.
And now they're getting ever closer. I think they've recognized what's going on. And I wanted to detail one more time for everybody watching out there what's going to happen. We're going to see a shift starting from around that Delta Village, going towards the crossroads, taking a left, taking a right, hitting the church. Take control of that, split 2 directions, and at the same time, bring T1s in and begin cap pressure. That's going to be the main strategy from Hammertime in order to break this. Of course, they can do a little theme and variations. They can bring some tanks in from the north and make their push happen out there however they want to. But they can also take a tank in and try and shield the T1 on cap and actually put their focus more on the cap point to create kind of some kind of pressure there instead of making it about the fight exclusively.
Well, they're still holding it in a defensive posture. While NYPD still further away, but Overlord Prime still hugging this Foxtrot or Echo 6 area. And as they hold the line, it's checking with the T1s, the placements. Krieg's still up in that lower part. Actually, let's check his. Yep. He was in Kilo 6, and then NYPD fires a shot.
Trident is firing. So is NYPD. They're shooting at the bushes. Could they get Toplum? Trident is on his reload, looking towards Toplum's bush, but they are firing too far to the north. They need to bring those shots south, and they will get a connection.
4 minutes, 15 seconds.
Oh, that one goes right on over. NYPD almost making the connection on Toplum. He goes into the bush behind him. Now NYPD is loading Drynets and deciding to leave this position, actually. I wonder if maybe Overlord Prime would be a good choice to snipe that out. But they can't get the T1. I think they're going to decide we're going to go for that northwest position. We just saw this a moment ago. They're going to move in from the northwest, make the way south on the 3 line, take the F line right down south on 2. The blind spot. That's what it is. One major blind spot in this entire position. And that is approaching from just north of this church. That's it. This approach cannot be spotted until incredibly late. And that's going to be up to Kazo, the T1. And he will need to spot directly between these 2 buildings.
NYPD turning circles around this car, waiting for #RU to make a move. And without any movement happening from both teams, playing for the draw on Ruenberg is possibly the outcome here.
It's absolutely the outcome.
It is absolutely the outcome.
It is absolutely the outcome.
I was waiting for the 250 mark. Maybe they were all going to move at the same time.
No,
it didn't happen.
No, it's not possible. The time it's going to take them just to get to the position of #RU is such that no, it's not going to happen. This is both teams accepting the reality that they can't make this happen. So they will just not.
Look at Overlord Prime. He's turning his turret around. He knows it's going to go to a draw. It's like he's fishing and the pole's bouncing back and forth.
Dance for us, Overlord.
He's dancing.
Dancing tank. Do, do, do.
Oh, shot fired just for the heck of it, Overlord Prime. Minute 48. Still at a standstill. All right. can see the reasoning behind this. We all can.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not going to go for any type of damage whatsoever. Even though at that time I'd still go for it to keep the T1s hidden. But the spread happening from Hammertime thinking, all right, let's find hashtag RU. Let's find where there's an opening. They can find none. So hashtag RU will still hold in this position with 1:15. Reminiscent of Fun Gaming.
Oh, but all of Fun Gaming's opponents decided, let's at least try to go for a push.
Like Victoria's Secret.
Yep.
They were able to shove them out. Shovel them out. That was quite the sight to behold.
It was a great match to see.
It was. And then RBIS faced Fun Gaming. They had a couple draws, and RBIS got the win, and then they played the draw game. Fun Gaming could not push in and defeat them.
But this is a weird situation. I've never seen both teams decide to actually go to opposite sides of the map and just sit there. It's really weird. Now NYPD is shooting at a wall. Really, guys? Are you serious right now?
He's venting his frustration. Trying to get that damage.
I think he's hurting his accuracy rating.
Hey, it hits the building.
It doesn't count as a hit on a tank. Photo finish is running his tank into a wall. Zazie, what is he doing? I think Hammertime has lost their minds. Overlord Prime is spinning his turret.
4, 3, 2, 1. And Overlord Prime fires one more shot for kicks and giggles. And that's a draw between these two teams, unfortunately. I need verification from the admin on who picked the map inside. They could please provide that for us. No damage on either team done at all. None.
None.
Was Son of Hail?
Wait, let's look at shots fired.
All right.
Let's look at shots fired. Oh, game is rigged, fired twice. Valera Desolator fired 6 times.
Nice.
4 times by Godzilla mode. Drynitz fired a whopping 13 shells. Watch out, he's wasting his gold. NYPD 24 times.
Wow.
24, that is almost all of his shells. It actually...
That's 4 drums.
Yeah, I think he's got 5 drums. Photo finish. 0 time. Overlord Prime 12. Nits 15. And Creeks 0.
It's not a
riveting stats, am I right?
It's riveting. Not a good sign when you do the same amount of damage as a spectator tank. 0.
What happens if they draw all 5 without doing any damage and then go to a tiebreaker?
Then I might be a coin flip. If it's the same amount of damage, I believe there is a
oh yeah, I think we put that in there
written
somewhere.
rule in there.
Yeah. Okay. Safeguards.
Yeah. Well, admin takes care of that. I'm sure quite the possibility with only 210 damage being the difference between top tier and hammer time. 210 damage was possibly the difference of hammer time or top tier making.
That's the damage that a 1390 can reasonably roll.
Yes. Indeed.
Which is crazy.
You can do that much damage ramming a couple times.
Well, you could ram the right tank and get that kind of a damage.
Well, a 110 is, or a T1 is what, 110 HP?
115.
115 HP. 2 of those.
Yeah. Could do it.
Ram both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mines.
Okay, mines.
It throws my theory into the wind because who's going to play defensive on mines if no one's still up?
Well, #RU loves to...
#RU picked Ruinberg, Hammertime picked the side.
Okay. But #RU loves to push the hill. It doesn't matter what side they're on. And it looks like they're going to be on the north side. So if they do anything like what they've done in the past, #RU should probably just push for the hill. If they're in the south, they like to do that weird thing with the mountain that doesn't work anymore. I don't know what their new strat is for the south, but figure it out in the future. I don't know. Maybe they go east strats, Josh? Huh?
I want to. Just because I want it to happen doesn't mean it's going to happen.
No, it's totally going to happen. It's got to happen. I mean,
I want it to
happen.
I want it to happen. I'm in the belief business.
There you go.
Nicholas Norwood. Waffles will be joining us at the finals. Lorna Elise is going to be joining us at the finals. I'm excited to see, will it be Hammer Time or #RU joining us in the finals. Battle number 2. battle number 2 on mines between these two teams. Rookhill, what do we have for tanks?
We have a T-32, 2 T-69s, 2 1390s, 2 T1 Cunninghams for #RU, the red team spawning in the north. In the south, Hammertime, 5100 Pershing T-69, 1390, WZ-132, 2 T1 Cunninghams.
Rookhill, we've been commentating tanks for more than 5 hours straight.
Woo!
We did it for, what, +10 on our Independence Marathon?
Yeah.
And the amount of pressure for these teams, even though we're not in the same room as them, we can...
It's palpable.
It's palpable. We can feel it.
Engagement right at the top. Godzilla mode. Young Money, Cash Money are moving on up, but Zazzy gets the first connection. He's getting ripped apart. 804 damage.
Zazzy, super low now, and now he's almost out of the fight. As Godzilla and Young Money, Cash Money finally make this work in their favor, pushing up to this side of the hill.
They landed the shots. That's all they needed to do. Now Young Money. Dana's rigged actually picking up Zazzy instead.
They close that up. But what's happened to the rest of these tanks? Valera Desolator falls. And both tier 8s.
Interesting cost. Interesting cost. They're able to take down that huge health pool from the T-32. If they can back off, reload, they might be able to do this because these 2 T-69s cannot hold off everything that is going to be coming for them.
Godzilla mode hit again for 305 damage. Very, very low. Photo Finish pushes himself to the rocks where tanks go to die.
Oh, Kazo also taking on Nits in the north. These T1s are very important. If they die, then whichever team has lost their T1 is forced to then split their attention between holding off their front and then taking down that T1. Now, sometimes it's free, yes, but if Kazo goes down, then #RU has to worry about Nits getting into the backfield. If Nits goes down, Hammertime has to worry about him getting into the backfield. Same goes for Toplim on the other side, who is against Kriegs, and they are very close to each other. Oh, Godzilla mode's actually going to get off the hill. I think they're going to worry about these T1s while they still can. Although Godzilla is at 161 hit points, he can't afford to expose himself much at all. He's going to have to go T1 hunting, I think. And that looks like what he's... Or he could go to the high ground. One of the two. I'll have to wait a moment to see which he decides on. It looks like it might be high ground. Or maybe destroying things like trees, outhouses, and small walls. It's going to be high ground coverage. Okay, defensive posture by #RU.
Overlord Prime, Photo Finish. Hanging back.
What are they going to go for?
They're waiting. They're just dancing back and forth right now. Photo Finish still looking towards the top of the hill. Now there's standstill for both sides. Godzilla mode. Lower on the side of #RU. Shot fire from Photo Finish toward Young Money. Cash Money does not connect. Photo Finish gets hit by Young Money.
He's got a good position. It's just so that the high ground is that the defilade is not low enough to the point where the 1390 cannot get gun depression. The 1390 doesn't have great gun depression, but the position Photo Finish has been taking is a little bit raised, making it a nice clean angle. It's about at the lowest point of Young Money's gun depression. Gun depression is the how far down the gun goes, and then gun elevation, how high it goes. So, just real quick lesson for you.
All right. Thank you for that lesson. Overlord Prime. Still dancing back and forth with Photo Finish.
Although it does look like Photo Finish is going to take a hit.
Oh-ho.
Young Money, nice trade right there. It does look like it's in the favor of Photo Finish, though, because...
Young Money, Cash Money has to reload.
Oh, and also Young Money kind of dealt less damage in that shell. Lower roll.
Overlord Prime still holding Photo Finish. Not going to move up because there's tanks. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's getting a little bit frisky. Master Putin game is rigged. Ready for him. And Drynet's still hanging back. Slow crawl between both teams because both measured out damage. Taking out tier 8s on either side.
I'd give Hammertime the advantage right now. They've only lost Zazzy, and when I say only lost Zazzy, the WZ-132 has way less hit points. the T-32 represents the ability for #RU to hold off their opponent. Hit points for Godzilla mode, rather low, 161. Young Money's at 597. 2 T-69s are at full health. That's nice. It's really nice. It's cool. But they can't hold up to that much damage. If the focus fire from Drynet's Photo and Overlord come in, then he'll go down rather quickly. They do need to deal with Young Money, though. A few shells here or there. Overlord, if he can get an engagement onto Young Money, would be favorable for Hammertime right about now. Though Hammertime's not taking any risks, which is odd. There's no real jockeying for advantage. I think they're playing it safe the entire series, unwilling to take any risks, which they otherwise would. Because if they lose, they're out. And they can't afford to get into a position where their opponent will just draw them out for the remainder of the battles.
Yeah, well, another draw here would bring this to a best of 3.
Young Money hunting for Nits. Nits screaming, little T1 head off. Help me. Help me. NYPD comes to his rescue or something. Probably not. NYPD says you're dead. You're done. Good luck.
Do you know where NYPD got his name?
I don't know.
It might be on our team roster information.
Maybe he likes the New York
Police Department? Hey, who doesn't?
I mean, with one of my ruse clues, or one of my ruse rules.
I did volunteer work with the LAPD. Obviously very different from the NYPD.
I'd say so. They're on the opposite side of the country.
But there was people that worked with the NYPD then transferred to the LAPD. And it was quite an experience. Very cool. One of the guys had a very thick New York accent. But he's just a very, very cool guy. A lot of fond memories doing a lot of volunteer work with them.
That seems like a fun TV show. A New York cop goes to LA.
Can you guys believe this?
No one understands the way he talks.
Yeah. I'm a New Yorker.
But he's a loose cannon on the edge.
One of the differences between Los Angeles and New York City, you know, all these players are from all over different regions, different cities. Photo Finish originally grew up in Jamaica, but a gentleman that I met put it very well. He said in New York, in LA, you ask people for directions. They'll go, "Oh yeah, man, you just gotta take the 10, and you get on the 210, and then you take that to the 5, and then you just take that south, and you'll find it." And oh, great. You ask somebody for directions in New York, they go, "Buy a map," and they walk away.
People are helpful out here. It is nice.
Well, it's a New York. It's not saying they're not helpful, but like, listen, I got to be somewhere, buddy. Buy a map.
I just wish Californians could drive better. And here's a push. Master Putin moving on up, engaging on Overlord. Prime 260. Can he follow up? Yes, with 504, but he takes 278 in reply. 538 in reply. All right, that is not an advantageous push right there. And now Young Money is searching for some way to connect T-69s on reload. Hammertime is forced into a defensive posture. They have Drynets on the high ground, defensively placed at their base in Juliet 7.
They've lost ground. Hammertime has to hold.
And now Nits versus Kazo, other sides of the building. Kazo is getting ready to begin an engagement on that T1, get into the backfield, and start spotting tanks. That is exactly what he needs to do. It looks like Young Money also taking one shell from Drynets. Drynets has 3 left. That is it. That is not enough to deal with Master Putin, and game is rigged. They will need Overlord Prime to reload. No, wait, he's at 4. My bad. Whoops. Forgot he was a T-60.
He's only got 4 shots.
Oh,
man.
Godzilla mode takes Creeks. He's only got 4 shots. Oh, wait. That's
they start with 4 shots, man. That's all I need. T-69s have Sylvester Stallone voices. That's how they work.
That works. They're American.
Can you, if they had a pack for a Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger crew voice, I would totally purchase it.
You don't have to buy it. Most of those mods are free. Yeah. Community stuff like that, they just give them out. I used to have some voice packs that were funny.
Well, if you're a big fan of Fury, it's coming out in November. You can purchase a decount. Kazo gets hit for 66.
But takes down Nits. That's small advantage right there. Master Putin game is rigged. R streaming on in. Begin the engagement. Overlord Prime. There is not enough damage in reply. Game is rigged, not taking enough. Master Putin could go down.
He does. Photo Finish gets that kill, and he falls back. Amy's ready to hit, but NYPD takes down Young Money Cash Money. Young Money Cash Money turns and forces his tank down the hill, hits Overlord Prime for another shot. They're going for the damage.
Overlord Prime is reloading so quickly with Adrenaline Rush. He's going to be loaded in 3, 2, 1.
Kazo trying to take down Overlord Prime. Godzilla takes down Drynitz. 3 more seconds left. Photo finish. Last one alive. They couldn't even get it.
Time is out.
Oh my goodness. So close. #RU to getting it, but it is a draw.
Yep.
It is a draw.
Last second engagement. That's what you get for waiting so very long.
That's what you get. You can't do that. 2-minute 45-second.
Yep. And Hammertime should have been able to defend against that. It was strange. They seemed completely unprepared for that engagement, as if they were just waiting.
Yep. They became complacent with the draw. And then when the attack happened, they went, oh, there's enough time for us to survive. And all of a sudden, photo finish is going, oh, no! And then it ended.
If they deliberately draw, I'm confused. Why would they want to go back to that? There's such risk in that situation. Right now, you're down. Wait, are you up on damage? No. 1,800 versus 1,007, 1,002, 1,005. Actually, the damage spread is interesting. You have a slight lead in favor of #RU for the last battle of damage, but you actually have a considerable amount of damage being dealt by Drynitz and being dealt by Overlord Prime. So even though #RU is going to take a lot of damage away from that, which can work for them if this goes to Sand River, we have a situation where Hammertime can start damage farming if they're going to go with that promise of drawing every single battle. I mean, you remember the pregame? It was promise to draw every single battle.
Well, listen, the amount of times they can say the stakes are high, it doesn't change the fact they can either draw or win.
Yeah.
The thing is, you look at Ruinberg, a lot of the team attitudes from Ruinberg is like, listen, this isn't our most favorite map in the map pool. Understandable because it's so big. Okay, you move on to Mines. They both have the aggression in Mines, but neither team has the overmatch of aggression. Neither team has the overmatch of tanks. They both destroy one of the tier 8s, and then they fall back and they start waiting, and neither of them are going to make a push because they don't want to lose. Finally, the push happens, but it's too late. You move into the third map, Cliff. Same thing can happen here. The initial firefight happens, damage is dealt on both sides. Neither team has a bigger advantage, and so it becomes a standstill type mode between these two teams. I understand why this is happening. Can I fault them for it? Not with the stakes, but a clear victor has to happen, and these teams have got to recognize that if you can't win this battle, you've got to win the HP value, because make or break will happen in the tiebreaker if you defend or attack. Every defender has won so far in Season 4. Cliff will be the next battle, number 3 between #RU and Hammertime. Rule Kill, what do we have for tanks?
We have a T69, 4 1390s, 2 T1 Cunninghams, 4 #RU, the red team spawning in the north. Hammertime, 5100, 2 T69s, 2 1390s, 2 T1 Cunninghams. They're the blue team in the south.
And the movement is going towards the center from #RU, but from Hammertime. Commitment coming from the 1-2 line.
Interesting. So this is going to be the east versus the west. But which side do you favor? East side, west side?
Well, I really love that high ground on the lighthouse. And the high ground that we saw Master Putin perform so well with in #RU's series earlier today against Top Tier was definitely in their favor.
Josh, your answer is supposed to be the dark side.
I could go into an entire essay about that.
I know. That's why I just wanted you to say it. I
won't.
knew.
I won't.
Okay. So restrain yourself.
Yeah, I will restrain myself.
Josh has a monologue.
I want to.
A well thought out speech. It's crazy. You'll have to ask him about it at
teach a
PAX.
college course about that stuff.
Just please don't. I don't want to see that.
No, it's on moral relativity. Anyways, Drynitz now poking around. Still nothing. Again, standstill between both these teams. What they hope to accomplish now with 8 minutes and 32 seconds, still plenty of time to get a win, but this best of 3 happening between these two teams will turn into a best of 2 if another draw happens.
Well, it's a situation where we have 2 strategies which are incompatible for a fight. meaning they don't actually run into each other. They take opposite sides of the map, east versus west, north versus south. All of these things that we see in every single map. Himmelsdorf, north versus south. In Prohorovka, we have north versus south, and we have east versus west.
Oh,
in
man.
Cliff, we have a north versus south, or we have an east versus west.
You know, if Sazi knew that Young Money Cash Money was on top of that mountain,
Yeah,
that would be a beautiful shot he can make.
it would be.
But he's too far, won't be able to spot it. But look at that view.
Reminds me of Lion King a little bit, like right there on the edge.
Pride
I want him to
Rock.
like his little tanker to pop out and just hold up the line.
Hold up a T1.
Yes.
T32 hold up a T1.
Well, he'd want to hold up a
Well,
French
no,
T1,
it's
wouldn't
it's Rafiki that holds him up, so it would be a 1390. It would be a 1390 that holds him up.
he? Yeah. I don't know how that happens.
Mufasa is a T32.
Mufasa's more like an E100 or something. He's big.
Yeah. What would Scar be?
He'd be like an IS-7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You'd think of the same thing?
Yeah, I was thinking of a Joseph Stalin
Yep.
tank.
I mean, he just seems like that.
He's got to be prepared. And a Joseph Stalin tank is always prepared.
Exactly. Oh, I'm losing it. Oh, Godzilla mode's going in. Closing the distance. We're going to see some scouting. Oh, right behind him? No. No, he's got no backup. Godzilla mode's going to be out in the load. I don't know what he was going for with that run. I think you used to, or at least I know you could make it up there. Come on, Mountain Goat. Someone needs to help push him up. Because you can actually get on top of that thing. It's completely possible, Godzilla mode. Is he going to go and try and just make the run again? I'd push him. Putin.
Oh, the last time that they tried this, it was on Mines, that mountainside, obviously a different map, but they couldn't make it up there, and the noose around their neck was being tightened by top tier in that battle. However, hashtag RU turned it around.
Okay, now Godzilla mode goes for it again. He's going to make the run. Let's see if he can make it up the side of the cliff. I think you need someone to push you, but I guess you can make it up alone. You'll have to prove this to me right now. Hey!
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa, hey,
he's
hey,
up,
hey!
he's up! Let's go! Godzilla mode, gonna proxy spot tanks now. And shoot bad men from right up above.
They're going to be confused.
Yeah. Oh, no, no, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Just stay. Right there, Godzilla. He can make it.
Oh, there you see.
That's how you get up, guys.
Beautiful 1390 tactics.
Boom.
That
Barely
angle,
catches it.
turns on a dime, and then goes up.
He's even higher up on there. He's going to run into the billboard. Don't run into the billboard. Oh, so polite. So polite.
Can't
No,
see it.
he's going to do it now.
Through it.
Don't.
I don't think you can get up on that side. Whoa, careful, careful.
I mean, it's going to start messing with the camera. It counts as an object. Okay, we're going to have to go free cam for this. Godzilla, I can't have you continually running into that thing and messing up my shot.
Man, it'd be cool if there was a consumable, I don't know, spider tracks. Well, it's not historical, so it wouldn't work. But they did have.
There's
they did have
grousers.
Grousers?
You can get on German tanks.
Yeah.
But that increases, I think it reduces, what was it, ground resistance. Or, I can't remember.
Well,
I don't play German tanks a lot,
Yeah,
so...
yeah, they talk about flotation of turrets, but that's usually due to the softer ground and how the turrets will stay because of how it's...
The turrets or the
I'm sorry,
tracks?
the holes.
The holes, okay.
No, I was saying turrets.
The suspension.
The suspension, the track placement, it's flotation over softer ground, and how they would attach, they call them duck bills, to some of the American tanks to increase their flotation. Especially
so that's like grousers on German tanks.
on mountainous terrain.
Oh, Godzilla
with
going
that
for
snow.
some spotting. Again. And, sorry, I had to interrupt. I thought someone might shoot at someone.
No, nobody fired. It's a ceasefire currently between hashtag RU and Hammertime that could break at any moment. That's how high the tension is.
Yeah. Godzilla Nut's going to go back to trying to climb. Hey, he does it. He's up.
Ho, ho! Look at
Yeah.
this exploration mode.
Best Mountain Goat NA.
Wow, I am impressed.
Oh yeah, by the way, at the same time, guys, if you haven't noticed by the mini-map, we've got Top Limb, Valera's Escalator, and what is that? It's Master Putin have moved along the east side. So east side strats, Josh.
Oh, Godzilla mode. He's up there and Photo Finish sees it, and Photo Finish is going, no way. He looks back
I
down.
don't think that's how Photo Finish talks.
His crew talks like that.
That's a cool crew.
The crew in the tank. Overlord Prime. Overlord Prime's going to try to take the shot against Godzilla
shots
mode.
fired. NYPD right at Godzilla mode hits dirt.
And we're going to reach that 3-minute mark.
He's going on reload. NYPD, you totally could have held on to that. But now, he takes 191 damage. This is from far away, Valera Desolator making that connection. Will he fire again? Valera, will you fire again? No. No, you won't. Godzilla mode peeks up a little more. I like this. He's just why isn't Hammertime finding something to do?
Like fight?
Like scout.
Like fight? Like try to take more road to find where Godzilla mode is, get a couple shots, and then move from that position, or you're faking that you're going to get overmatched by #RU, but in turn it was a fake on your end as the decoy, so you can push in when they push in and not have the overmatch, and then whoever does the initial damage over to kill that tank first, and then from there your other T1s can go to the flag cap? Is that what you're thinking, Rook?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking,
All
Josh.
Right. We've been doing this for a long time, my friend. Now we're starting to think the same.
It's a good strat. There's other strats out there, too. That's not the only strat that Josh just said, but it's a good one. It's a good idea. And we're going to see pressure on the south. Look at that. Topple him. He's on cap.
Zazie, Kriegs, and Nitz are heading in that section of the north.
NYPD, are you going to go to cap?
cap?
NYPD? Yes. Go NYPD. He's going to go stop cap. But topple him. On cap.
Boom!
Ooh, wow.
Nitz falls. Game is rigged. Took that shot.
Ouch.
Zazie and Kriegs will collect the letters to send home to the family of Nitz.
All right, Master Putin is covering topple him, along with Valera Desolator. Valera Desolator is distracted. Master
Photo
Putin.
finish shot for 246.
Oh! Topple him goes down. NYPD not taking a lot of damage there.
Minute
Valera
12.
is moving up. Young Money has fired from up above. And Godzilla mode. Perfect vantage to fire down on people.
So the mode is a perfect advantage to Goomba one of these tanks. Except some of these T-69s, I feel, will crumple through him like tinfoil. Big bounce off the front of photo finish. Big Money, Cash Money takes down Kriegs.
Nice shot from the top of the lighthouse. Cap begins again. Kazo is nearby. Interesting. These guys are serious mountain goats. Gotta give it to #RU. If there's anybody who knows how to climb on the sides of hills.
Nice shot, Godzilla mode.
Now Zazie has to run away.
Zazie flees.
Oh, but Master Putin and Valera Desolator, they have found NYPD. It is a 2v1. Putin, not quite a 2v1. There's a third in there. Valera Desolator gets a shot, and Master Putin is taking fire from the north.
20 seconds left. Master Putin and Valera holding down against photo finish and Drynitz. They could take down Master Putin. Drynitz waits. He falls into cover. Oh, and he gets a shot from behind. Surprise from Young Money. 3, 2, 1, and Cliff ends in a draw. Boom. More damage was dealt this time.
I don't know. Wait. Let's see.
I don't know on which side.
No, less damage this time than on mines. So.
Darn.
Good 1,293 damage dealt by Young Money. Cash Money, Valera Desolator with 838. Godzilla mode, 713. Games rigged, 359. Master Putin. I think that's one shell. Yep, fires twice. NYPD gets a few out. 1 or 2 missed here and there. Zazie didn't get to do anything, actually. That whole battle. All he did was take a lot of damage. So, I want to look, what was it? Previous battle results went in favor of Hammertime? No, in favor of #RU. This time they go yet again into #RU's favor, as this series does look like it's getting closer and closer to Sand River, as we are seeing 3 draws in a row now.
And this will be battle number 4. Ruka, I don't think we've seen 4 draws in a row in the history of the WGLNA.
I don't think so.
3 we have. 4. It is a possibility, but I have not. It's not.
I can't remember.
I can't remember any specific situation because I would have said. And
No. We did have the one against Fun Gaming. Was that Arbus?
No, it wasn't in a row. They had a win and then more draws had happened.
Okay. I'm actually going to go look at that series real quick.
I think it was 3 draws in a row, then RBIS won, and then they played the draw game for the win. But it wasn't 4 in a row.
Fun Gaming.
Yeah, go ahead and check the stats.
It was Draw, 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 Arbus, draw.
Ha!
You're right.
Memory.
So you're right. Okay, good call.
I eat
couldn't
my
remember.
vegetables. That's how I remember that stuff.
Boom. I knew there was draws all over that series, but I just couldn't remember where the win happened.
Well, the one had happened because we were waiting for win to happen, and then when RBS got, I went, "Oh man, now they can play what Fun Gaming was doing to other teams," and they did so, and it's a taste of their own medicine. Okay, so this becomes kind of a best of two. It becomes a best of two scenario. Mm-hmm. The winner of this battle can then draw out on, guess what? Abby, between these two teams. Hashtag RU versus Hammertime. Winner's match. Winner of this series goes to the finals. Loser, done for Season 4. Ruka, what do we have for tanks?
We have 3 AMX 5100s, 2 IS3s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams for the side of hashtag RU, the red team in the north. In the south, the blue team, Hammertime, has 3 5100s, 2 IS3s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams.
Positioning happening for the red team, going towards the western side in the city blocks. And look at this, Hammertime going to the east. South of that, Lumberyard. When I say east, I don't know, I get excited sometimes. My family still lives out there in Virginia.
From out east. Does that make it relevant?
Hey, are you to go back home for the holidays?
Yeah, I'm hoping to go back for Christmas.
All right, I'll probably do the same.
It's going to be actually cold there.
Yeah, there was snow last time.
There's no snow in it.
I wish they'd had Himmelsdorf on ice. They did for the Global Grand Finals.
I got to admit I don't like ice. So when I see Winter Himmelsdorf, I'm a little bit scared.
Kazo, maybe not seen yet, but some of those trees could have been seen by NYPD and Zazie.
Possibly. Looks like Valera Desolator is looking to the east. Behind him, Master Putin. So we've seen this layout before. Valera Desolator hiding behind one building. Master Putin, an alternate angle behind another building. And they're watching the east. Now, oh, T1 goes down. Young Money, Cash Money, getting that kill. Reverse angled in his IS-3. And that's going to stop things a little bit. But they could use that little T1 as cover. T1s make great cover.
It's from far away, firing towards nothing.
Good job, Nitz.
It's what he has been doing this entire series.
I think he's destroying the walls.
True. He's destroying stuff. Nitz was destroying cover at Sand River. Kazo down, Krieg's down.
Top limb going south. Game is rigged with him. And that could actually be fast cap potential with split push up in the north. Distraction fight. All 5 versus 4 for Hammertime. All 5 of their T8s. They take out the T1 Nitz because they've taken out Krieg's. They've traded Kazo for him. And top limb's getting really close. Is he spotted?
Close enough. I can't tell if he is spotted or not. Krieg's is not. No, he's moved his turret a little bit. Moved his turret a little bit in that direction.
Does he know? I think he knows. Drynitz and Zazie are moving back, so I think they know. Something's up. There's a T1 over here. Oh, Nitz, hold your fire. Do not shoot until you have a kill. That's the thing. He needs to hold his fire. If he starts shooting, he could go down. Because guess what? Who is it? That's gotta... There. Game is rigged. He is watching. Waiting.
Commiserating.
That's pretty good. That's a good.
Photo finish Overlord Prime. Battle buddies. For life.
Not for life. Maybe for...
Battle buddies for the next 6 minutes and 43 seconds.
There we go. Because they might not be battle buddies next time. I mean, what if Dryness says, no, I will be your battle buddy? Or RNGesus shows up. Says, I shall be your battle buddy. Yeah. Fear not.
Overlord
for all
Prime.
your shells shall land, and you shall crit Ammorax.
Nice. They'll call that the rapture of the IS-3s.
Yeah.
Photo finish and Overlord Prime again. Still holding on this railroad. 6 minutes, 10 seconds for either of these teams to kill each other.
No. That ain't happening, Josh. It ain't happening.
Well,
I don't think they're too afraid of losing to go for
exactly.
to go for a win condition. They're going to go for the absolute win condition, and they're going to try and farm damage off of each other.
I saw that after that third draw. This was what this type of series would become.
Yep. No bigs.
Last.
I mean, it was predicted. It was
Son
told
of Hail.
to us.
Son of Hail. We're playing draws.
By the oracle of this match, Son of Hail. The oracle of tanks. He knows all.
This is such
Sees
a
all.
stark contrast from last night, Ruko. Of the action, the placement, the power of the T1 no cons tank.
Ah, so powerful.
Especially
Best T1 NA.
Yes.
If he were here, he'd be taking out IS-3s left and right.
Yeah, I'm sure Countess was not feeling too good after that one. Tracked himself off a very small hill.
Don't bring it up. That's just mean.
It was tough to see.
It's cruel. It sucks.
It's history. It's in the record books.
And the pressure's on, and then you just... I've made mistakes like that.
Oh, of course. Who hasn't?
Oh, T1 goes down.
Topple him. Able to get it. Photo finish took a shot from Godzilla mode because of that.
Take that. And he's got a nice position, actually, to deny Hammertime the ability to safely retreat. From the north, you have some tanks. From the south, you have some tanks. They could decide to push one direction, and yeah, they could overmatch, maybe, or find themselves in a wonderful crossfire, because you actually have a clear lane, and I'll try and point this one out. Game is rigged. Putin have coverage from the west. Interesting crossfires exist there. From the north, Valera Desolator has a straight shot all the way down to the south. Young Money Cash Money. Similar awesome crossfire potential.
Interesante, as we say in Spanish.
Yes, Judge.
Which means interesting.
I think that's one of those words that's really easy to tell what it is in English.
No,
you know, there's like a few words where you're just like, yeah, it sounds like the word in English, but it's got something cool at the end.
Do you know what 你叫什么名字 means in Mandarin?
I don't know.
It means what's your name? And then I would say 我叫 Joshua, which means my name is Joshua.
Didn't
I
you
am
pick
Joshua.
a different name?
Oh.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hold on.
427 damage on the
127.
Okay.
Still some fire left between both these teams here.
Hashtag Ayu's getting the edge in this situation. Godzilla Mode and Young Money have taken a little bit of damage here and there. And it looks like Young Money's going to get another.
Photo finish, 383.
One more shot for Young Money. That's going to take Photo Finish down. He needs to watch for his battle buddy. Or his battle buddy needs to watch for him. Godzilla Mode is moving in.
Back to back.
We've got a push.
Master Putin takes down Nitz.
All right,
Its
nice
eyes
play.
and ears gone. Side of Hammer Time.
Oh,
Both
photo
T1s
finish.
down. Oh, photo finish goes. And that's the T1. Hashtag RU in the lead of Tier 8s. Can they go all the way?
They may just. Master Putin game is rigged, moving in Godzilla Mode. From the south, maybe coming around the corner, Overlord Prime is in a pinch. Very difficult situation right now. 5100s getting close, trying to play it safe. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left, and Master Putin is around the corner, moving closer and closer to Overlord Prime. Young Money has to move back, and they have to respect the position of Dryness and NYPD.
Master Putin fires for 300 even.
Perfectly average damage.
378. Big bounce against Overlord Prime. Still trying to hold the line against Master Putin.
Burning.
More, and he gets it. IS-3 goes the way of the dodo. Zazie trying to hold against the rest of the hashtag. Are you pushing in? Still all Tier 8s left alive. Zazie getting surrounded.
Young Money saves the life of Valera Desolator up north. The two of them trying to hold on. Young Money can only take 2 more shells. Bounce. Looks like he's going to take more than 2.
NYPD in trouble. Hammer Time in trouble. Young Money Cash Money falls. Minute and 26. NYPD and Drynitz need to get out of this position
Master
if they want to
Putin's
survive.
just backing straight up. I think they're all out of shells. Oh, except for Game is Rigged. He lets one loose, but it's too far. And he does not connect. It goes into a train instead. Master Putin now loaded. Moves forward for the flank. Running away is Valera Desolator. Looks like he might stand and fight. Interesting choice. He finds an angle, or not. Backs off. Take that truck. And 53 seconds left in this battle. 28 seconds on the cap. Valera Desolator only wants to delay. And Drynitz is not looking the right direction.
Oh, Valera misses a shot. Drynitz is going to keep moving forward.
NYPD is in the north. He's searching for Valera Desolator. And now Valera looks for Drynitz. Doesn't see him barely.
10 seconds. Drynitz trying to get there. NYPD gets the kill, gets Valera. 6 seconds left. Around this corner, there's too much cover. Drynitz can't get it.
1.
The screen from Master Putin. Boom! Stops Drynitz. Base captured. Hashtag RU puts a point on the board. And they get the tank kill as well. Whew. Finally a point. Hashtag RU does it, and now they can play the draw game all they want on Abby. This is going to be really tough for Hammertime to crack this turtle, to crack this bear.
The bear with a bella-like on
during
unicycle?
Hibernation.
It's not during hibernation.
Yes.
They're not tougher during hibernation. They're just fatter.
They're fatter and they stay in one place, hence defensive.
I think you should talk about a turtle if you want to talk about defensive. Bears are aggressive.
Listen. No. Bear and bull. Economics.
Yeah, but I'd think of a turtle.
I'm trying to illustrate a picture using animals, and clearly it's not working unless we go past the turtle.
Isn't the turtle like what defense is?
It's that shell, man.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, hashtag RU, though, uses a symbol of the bear, which is why I made that connection. But let's look at the connection of damage and accuracy for these tanks for the kill.
All right, so
that segue is so good.
2,267 damage for Master Putin. He's got 3 kills. 7 for 8. Right behind him, Young Money is able to do 50% hits. 5 for 10. Game is rigged. Good 5 for 6. Godzilla, 3 for 9. Godzilla needs work. On the other side, Drynitz does rack up a good 6 for 7. NYPD, 5 for 7. Overlord Prime, 4 for 12. Ouch. And then 6 for 7 from Zazie. A few of those, I think, fizzled because 6 connections doesn't add up to 1,122 damage.
Well, let's push hashtag RU in the lead for damage.
Yeah.
The amount of tanks that was still left alive.
I think they were in the lead a little bit already, but this throws them way out in front. If Hammertime wins this, they're going to have to win by a landslide in order to get their choice of side if it goes to Sand River. Their only choice to win this and go to the finals. If they lose, of course,
it's over.
It's over. Hashtag
It's
you,
over.
congratulations.
Yeah.
If it draws, congratulations, hashtag RU.
All right. Well, spawning. It's going in favor of hashtag RU. Real kill, this could be it. This could be the last battle that we see in the playoffs. And we may see hashtag RU move on to the finals, or Hammertime still has some fight left in them. Real kill, what do we have for tanks?
For tanks, we have 2 AMX 5100s, an IS-3, a T-69, 1390, Godzilla mode, little late to connect there, 2 T-1 Cunninghams. That's hashtag RU, the red team in the south, Hammertime in the north. Yep, and that's going to be a DC called, as you can see on the screen. Godzilla mode has not connected. We're going to jump on to battle. Give us just a minute. Godzilla has been disconnecting all night, so give him a second. Guess he has to reset his router consistently or something.
You know what happens to Godzilla sometimes. He shows up,
Smash.
you let them fight, and then he has to leave for a bit. He takes a while to show back up.
Because, you know, he brings a balance, and then he leaves, and there's an imbalance, and he has to come back again. If he sticks around, it's going to become an imbalance.
Man, the rule that I have to talk about movie spoilers is 2 weeks. Godzilla's obviously been past 2 weeks, but there may be some international audience members that haven't had a chance to see it because it hasn't,
just hold off for now. Hold off
reached
for now.
their country yet.
It's a really good movie. Don't spoil.
It's a very good Godzilla movie.
Yeah,
but it really is.
These two teams, Abby, very defensive options for hashtag RU, right? Can they play defensively as effectively as many other teams? Is the big question.
Defensively?
Defensively. Aggressively, they are hit and miss.
I think C'est La Vie can play defensively.
You think they can competently play at a level comparable to Simp defensively?
Yeah.
You think that C'est La Vie could do that?
No.
Do you think hashtag RU could do that?
I think the scenario advantage, right, puts people that maybe not have the skill or team coordination necessary to aggress defensively because of the advantage they have a higher chance of winning. So, you don't believe
understand.
That. You don't understand?
Rephrase that for me.
All right. Defense merits such a strong advantage.
Okay.
That the gap between C'est La Vie and #RU, because there is a huge skill gap between those two teams, is almost nullified. And that could be completely incorrect because we've been commentating tanks for a very long time. We've seen a lot of draws this series.
Yeah, this is a weird
series. This is either way,
Yeah.
this is an uphill battle for Hammertime. Let me rephrase it again. If this was C'est La Vie right now, in the same exact position as #RU, it's still an uphill battle for Hammertime.
Yeah. Literally, it will be an uphill battle, I think, because we'll see #RU on the high ground in the west, and then Hammertime will have to either fast cap or try and get in there under their noses. We've got battle ready to go. Let's do this. Predicted strats, lineups. Got to see a little bit. It looked like everyone's going for those heavier lineups. 5100s and IS-3 sneaking into a lineup. Abby has moved away from what it used to be. 1390s all over the place. Remember that those days?
I remember that. I remember the 5100s from Hammertime crossing the lake in the west for the first time, going, oh man, here they go. They're going to cross halfway through.
Yeah.
That was really cool to see. And then now it turned into Refuse to Die, really dominating this map very well. And then Bernal Empire's breaking that. And then top tier using that IS-3 in the center, and then more fighting happening in the center. Now it's down to #RU versus Hammertime, battle number 5. And #RU, they're in the lead. Rookhill, what do we have for tanks?
For tanks, we have 2 AMX 5100s, an IS-3 T69, 1390, 2 T1 Cunninghams for #RU, the red team in the south. Hammertime, 2 5100s, an IS-3, 2 1390s, 2 T1 Cunninghams, they are the blue team in the north. The only real difference for these teams is that instead of a T69, we have a 1390 for Hammertime. So slight mobility for Hammertime, but a little bit of hit points and highly effective short-term burst. So 900 damage, much faster than 900 damage out of a 1390 for that T69. And now we've got the west side and the south being played by #RU. I think they've got a distinct advantage. It's very difficult to make the approach undetected.
NYPD, Zazie, Drynets, Photo Finish Nits, all of them going together. None of them are staying behind. None of them are staying behind, and I love it.
All in, man.
Full on, all in commitment, going for it.
Why would #RU push for a cap? Why would they do that? They can defend. That's going to be their mentality. Hammertime predicts this. Why not fast cap? Please, please, please fast cap.
They
and also
have to
kill
win.
Kazo. Kazo should die because he can reset, and that would be horrible if a T1 got all the resets necessary to win this game.
They have to win this battle, or #RU wins. They're going full speed to the south.
Please call it. Toplum is in the perfect position to spot all of this. Well, maybe not, actually. There's a lot of trees. So he might not be in the perfect position. I could have just said something completely false. We'll find out in just a moment. As soon as Toplum does something.
We will. Well, Drynets is now at the bottom of that hill, next to the flag cap.
I think Godzilla
Nits,
knows.
Kriegs, Overlord Prime in the same position. We could see the 5100 blocking for these T1s, moving together.
This is going to be probably the Simple Tankers approach. Remember that one? Against Simp, where they put 1390s in the Abbey.
Yes.
Use them to cover. That would be an effective strategy. Really hope they use that. They'll also need to probably take down Kazo if they can. Difficult, though, because Kazo is in a spot that's only reachable from a southern approach. These little hills right here. Actually, wait, no. You can get up here, then you can drop down. Never mind. I'm speaking complete lies and falsehoods. I forget about things. Yeah, you can get right up and over this little lip. Usually it keeps... Sorry, excuse me. My mouse does that sometimes. You can just get right up and over this lip. You just gotta get your tracks on there right. Just watch out when you fall down there. And you can find Kazo in his happy little place next to his burned out little house with no stairs.
Drynets waiting for the rest of his team to get into position. There is no time advantage for Hammertime whatsoever. They can wait it out, but it's no advantage to having one of the T1s escape to go for the draw because it means a win for #RU. And here is the push. Drynitz covering like a mother duck with the little ducklings, Nitz and
I think that's pretty accurate this time. And now Toplum may spot this. He's looking in the wrong direction. I don't think he notices. Cap will begin. And now, Young Money turning around. IS-3, HE potential. Valera Desolator begins unloading, and Overlord Prime is taking so much damage to begin this.
And Drynitz falls first. The T1 still trying to stay alive. Overlord Prime trying to guard the T1s. Will high explosive shots be used? Valera Desolator takes down Nitz. Overlord Prime is hit. And Toplum trying to get Nitz again. Gets the reset. Overlord Prime looking for a shot against Toplum. Toplum falls back in time to escape that shot.
Good play. There's only one T1 left alive. That is Krieg's. Can he get into a safe position? That is the big question.
He's in a better position because of the turret of the 5100, but still a side shot from Master Putin's angle could get towards him. Nice shot against Valera.
Now Young Money is closing in. Valera needs one more shell to die, but Young Money and Game is Rigged are approaching. And there's plenty of damage being done.
Overlord goes down, and Krieg's still lives, but the reset has happened again. And he falls. That's 2 tier 8s down, both T1s down, 3 tier 8s still left alive on the side of Hammertime. They're in the center, and they take down Valera Desolator. Young Money, Cash Money fires towards that middle section. Photo finish. The 5100 have to, him, NYPD, and Zazie have to destroy 4 tier 8s and 2 T1s.
#RU could actually just sit back. They could actually just back off instead of continuing this push to victory. And they could camp this out. They could draw this and decide, you know what? Hammertime, come at us.
Oh, Zazie's hit. He's on fire. Automatic fire extinguisher activates.
So only 1 tick of damage. Good for Zazie there. Lucky him. Game is rigged, able to get the shots. Really nice positioning by the T69. In the meantime, we've got Young Money, Cash Money moving east. We have Kazo still chilling out at the same house we left him at last time. He went to the south, proxied some things, and now he's back. He's happy. Master Putin is going to be chilling at base. Godzilla mode has moved up to mid-map, where he may have to take on NYPD. He does not have a lot of hit points, 442 hit points. Game is rigged. Firing into the Abbey, looking for connections, but no, he is not able to find anything. That is because Hammertime is pulled all the way back. And do they recognize that they are at a health disadvantage? Oh wait, they can draw this, and they still lose, so there's no point in trying to go for a draw. They don't have any wins.
No. Well, I see them swinging for the other side of the map.
Okay, that's
for a last-ditch effort.
That could work. Master Putin is on the high ground. Godzilla mode is entirely cut off. So they could piecemeal. They could do it. They have 3 minutes left. It's a very tight engagement to have. Toplum is actually doing the perfect thing for #RU right now, and no, wait, maybe not. The high ground. Zazie and NYPD may get by. They're going to get past.
Proxy.
They're not spotted. Now Godzilla mode is moving behind, and he's going to, I think, move out in the open without recognizing, without knowing that NYPD, it's a happenstance engagement.
Oh, sees him.
NYPD is looking the wrong way, but he finds Godzilla mode.
One shot. 224 on the side of Godzilla mode. Fires again. NYPD and photo finish. Take down those 2 tanks. 3 minutes and 12 seconds.
It is 3 tier 8s versus 3 tier 8s and a tier 1. Kazo is the only big advantage. Zazie has less hit points. NYPD is taking a hit. Game is rigged is taking a hit.
The remaining T1's going to go to the flag cap. Kazo has that free open range to go to the flag cap.
NYPD needs to reload. They can't begin an engagement. They have to retreat. They have to stop the counter cap.
Zazie and NYPD have got to make the decision and push now. Because once that flag cap activates, that is the tick-tock clock of doom.
Of doom?
Of doom for Hammertime.
I like the name of that clock. Can we keep that as the name of the clock?
Yes. Zazie gets hit for 1 and 2. Master Putin cleans it up. 2 still left alive. #RU is so close to closing this out and joining us in Seattle. 2 tanks remain.
Kazo still sits on the cap, and there's a 5100 photo finish returning to base right now. Minute and 15 on the cap. Young Money is on the way to screen and protect the little T1, keep him safe, and also probably to gobble up a few juicy cap points at the same time.
Photo finish.
Putin's chasing.
Turning the corner. Master Putin sees him for 1. Can he get 2? And can't get it.
Game is rigged, is moving in from the low ground. He may be able to get the shot. If he makes it around the corner, Photo makes it away. Master Putin still chasing, will not get the
Young Money, Cash Money ready for NYPD, but NYPD ducks out of danger for a couple more seconds.
Dipping off the side of that cliff.
Oh, Young Money for 388 damage. NYPD fires another one. And again, with a miss.
Bounce. 234. I think that's from NYPD. Photo finish. Goes down. Young Money getting that shot. Now he's on reload. NYPD has 2 shells left. That's not even enough to kill Young Money.
This is it. 1 shot. 1 more shot for Hammertime to fall. #RU does it. They are going to the final.